Keto Coach E here. Here we go. Hey y'all, Keto Coach E here. So today we're going to talk about keto energy and how to get keto energy. And I'm going to talk about it wrapped around keto energy drinks. So stay tuned, y'all. Stick by and make you a moderator. All right, y'all. So we are live, and we are live on YouTube, live on Facebook, and then here on Clubhouse and TikTok, where I'm going to talk about keto energy drinks, and then we will do we have the after party. So in the after party, we get a lot of questions from the TikTok side and from the Clubhouse side as well. So I see Dr. Miller in the house. So Dr. Miller, definitely come on up if you would like. You don't have to speak, but I always like to bring up those individuals that you should see who are very integral part of the ketogenic space, so that you know who they are. So when I give them that green button, y'all definitely should follow them because they have a wealth of knowledge in the ketogenic space. So yes, y'all, we're going to talk about keto energy today, y'all. And I always say I'm gonna keep it quick. I'm gonna keep it short. It just sometimes I just get passionate. I get to going. So who knows what the day will bring? But we're talking about keto energy, and more so talking about keto energy drinks. And this really came about because someone in my group had posted a keto energy drink in the Facebook group. Had posted a keto energy drink, and the keto energy drink had sucralose in it, which a lot of them do. So a lot of keto energy drinks do have sucralose in them. And sucralose, if you've ever followed me at any point, you know, is one of those ingredients that I teach people to stay far, 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 far away from. So when I looked at that, I was like, well, you know, this might be something that we need to talk about because people are seeking out energy. You know, some people don't like coffee. Some people want other things to be able to get energy, and they seek out usually bang drinks, right? So bang drinks are, well, especially when I started keto about 4.5 years or so ago, bang drinks were like the biggest keto drink that was out there. Like a lot of people were into the bang drinks, and that was a big deal. So I really want to make sure that people understand that that is going to hinder most people's ketogenic lifestyle. That's going to hinder most people's keto lifestyle. Is going to start to it slows up the process. It slows up the process in most people. So when I talk about sucralose, and the research that I've done on sucralose says that 50% of the people that use it, it destroys their gut bacteria. And then those individuals whose gut bacteria is destroyed, they had the gut bacteria had not returned after 12 weeks. So after 12 weeks, that gut bacteria still had not returned. So you could imagine that your good gut biome, if you're destroying your good gut biome, you're going to have trouble absorbing anything, any nutrients, and it's gonna hinder your success. Not only that, but sucralose causes cravings, and it causes cravings. How do I know it causes cravings? Because I've worked with so many people over the last year. Y'all hear me talk about my coaching group all of the time. And I worked with so many people in the last year, even before that, that had started using sucralose. And when I was able to get them off of sucralose, they started to have success. And not only that, it was also a real big tug and pull for them to release the sucralose from their lifestyle, because they just didn't really want to believe that it was not going to be conducive to them improving on a ketogenic lifestyle. So one of the things that I really teach is to stay away from sucralose, because that's what a lot of companies are using that, and it's on the same level as an aspartame, that same type of level. So I really wanted to share with y'all some keto energy drinks that have a cleaner version of energy that you can use. I'll share those with you, and then we'll open up to some Q&A. So let's get it going. So hopefully y'all can see my screen on the Facebook side. I see Connie is still over there. I see a few people watching. Y'all go ahead and comment and let me know you're in the house. Let me know who you are, where you're checking in from. That's always a positive thing. So let me make this. Y'all don't need to see me. Y'all need to see the screen. So let's look at the screen. So hey, I see my man Carl is in the building. He said one of the few fellas that hangs out, right? One of the few fellas. He's been a part of my coaching group for a long time as well, and has reached his goal, and still working through. So here we go. So number one, ugly drinks, y'all. So and it is ugly drink, y'all. UGLY, ugly. So they actually have a keto energy drink, and it's really more like a seltzer water. And it's taste and flavor wise, it's not super flavorful, right? But it's kind of like a seltzer water, and then you can kind of taste a little bite of some of the other things that they put in there. So it may not be the tastiest one, flavor wise. Like if you're used to like drinking like a Bang type drink that's like super flavorful, then I don't know how you would feel about the ugly drink, but the ugly drinks definitely give you energy. Maybe close to a year ago, they sent me a case of like all of their different drinks, and some of y'all may remember I did a giveaway. And the energy drinks were some of the ones that were in there, and I think they had a few flavors that were really good that I enjoyed. And they definitely did bring the energy. So here goes some of the ingredients that are in there, and I'm not going to sit here and read them all off, but as you can see, there is no sucralose. You can see they use ginseng. So ginseng is one thing that's used for energy. They don't have a lot of ingredients like some of the other ones have. So some of the other ones have a lot more ingredients. You can see that this is a little bit more natural than some of the other ones that we're going to talk about. So the ugly drink, just like it sounds, ugly. they also have seltzer drinks as well, or sparkling water, which those that can see me know sparkling water is like one of my favorite things to drink. So they do have sparkling water, and then they have the sparkling energy as well. So those are good alternatives for energy drink outside of, and I'll just say the Bang drink because that seems to be one of the most popular ones. So the next one is the Rowdy drink. So this Rowdy energy drink, I found this just by happenstance. I found this one in a Wawa. So I don't know how many of you all have a Wawa store near you, but I found this in the Wawa store close to me, and I saw the little keto label on it, and I'm like, well, let me check it out, right? So if you can see, those who can see my screen, you can see that has that little keto diet label on it. And I know many products that have that label, you really got to be leery of. And I say every product you got to be leery of. You got to make sure you read the ingredients. So I went and read the ingredients on this, and it was they have good ingredients. So the carbonated water, you can see it's sweetened with allulose and erythritol. They have both of those in there as a sweetener. So in this one, these are flavorful. Like these Rowdy energy drinks are super flavorful. Like if you really like that flavor, this would be a good one for that one. But they do have a lot of sugar alcohol. So erythritol is like 13 grams of sugar alcohol. So in that instance, if you know that you're ultra sensitive to excess sugar alcohols, you definitely want to look to go somewhere else. But they do have a lot of sugar alcohols, which is one of the reasons why they probably are so powerful in their flavor, because they actually add that sugar alcohols in there. And they also have allulose, monk fruit in there as well, stevia extract. So they're using all of the sweeteners in there. So you do want to be mindful of that. You're only getting about 5 calories. I'm not really big on the calories. I more so will look at the carb intake. But this is an energy drink. Maybe you're driving, maybe you're taking a road trip and you just need a kick of keto energy. Go get this one instead of buying the Bang drink, because usually when I talk about these things, it's not always about something that you're going to do every single day. Because I know some people will look at this and say, well, why, you shouldn't be drinking that. Like, okay, definitely you shouldn't drink some of these things every single solitary day. But these are definitely things that will get you over the hump when you're in that bind. And by me being a basketball coach and coaching a semi-pro basketball team, these are some of the strategies I used when I was on the road, because sometimes I would need some keto energy. You would need that keto energy drink to give you a boost. And I couldn't drink some of those other drinks. Like I used to drink a Pepsi, and that would just get me over the hump, when I was on the road. But now I know how to find these keto energy type drinks to get me over the hump if I need it. And some people don't like coffee, so they look for things like this as well to get them a kickstart in the morning. So here's the Jocko Go. I have not ever tasted the Jocko Golds, but I've heard a lot of good things about them. And I hear that they are no joke when it comes to energy. So when you look at the Jocko Golds, you got the carbonated water, natural flavor. These don't have as many ingredients, but you can see they have the L-theanine and the acetyl L-coordinine in there. They have a lot of other things inside of them. The sodium, the magnesium, the potassium is in there as well. So these do house some other ingredients as well. And most of these are caffeinated type of drinks. So y'all got any questions, y'all definitely drop them in there on the on the TikTok and or Facebook, YouTube side. And I know we'll have the after party in a moment. So last but not least, I won't say last but not least, but then we have the Xevia energy. So the Xevia energy drinks, these are some that have been, Xevia is very popular for their sodas. So the Xevia energy drink is another one that's pretty good. That would be one that you could go check out. And let's check out the ingredients on the Xevia. This is a little bit blurry than I would like to be, but you can see there's not a lot of ingredients in this. Carbonated water, citric acid, stevia leaf extract, caffeine, and natural flavors. So the Xevia energy drink, is going to be caffeine is going to be the kick. There's zero carbs in this, whereas you can see like the other one had like 5 carbs. So Xevia energy is another one of the good energy drinks. So I'm definitely looking out for any questions in there. So I see good evening, Ellen from North Carolina. So on the Facebook side, thanks, Ellen. So we got this one I learned about inside my group when someone posted the other energy drink, and I wish I'd have remembered the name of the other one, the energy drink that had sucralose, and I was like, that one is not going to be the better one, and I posted some of the other ones, but they showed this Alani energy drink. So this is the first time I was introduced to the Alani energy drink. So I went and I took a look at the ingredients. They have more ingredients than some of the other ones, but you can see they also used ginseng in there as well, the L-coordinine. So they use that as well. So they have more ingredients than like the Xevia and even the Jocko Go. They have more ingredients, and they have 200 milligrams of caffeine. So if you need that caffeine hit, that would be one. And usually, y'all, it's said to do less than 400 grams of caffeine a day. Actually, this one actually has sucralose. I missed that one. So this one has sucralose in it. This is probably the one that was sent to me. So this one, the Alani is the one that has sucralose in it. So that's the one that you want to avoid. That's the one you want to avoid is the Alani drink. But the Xevia is good. The Jocko Go, the ugly drink and the rowdy drinks are the ones that you want to look at. So let's look at something a little bit more natural. So, the basic one that a lot of people will use is coffee. So coffee is another energy drink. I really base this off of store-bought stuff. But coffee is definitely one that a lot of people will use. And I have a whole class I do on just caffeine and the benefits of caffeine. And I'll just give you a quick pros and cons of caffeine, since a lot of these drinks are caffeinated, caffeine based. So some of the pros is going to help you improve performance. It's going to increase your metabolism. So we talk about that caffeine can help to increase the metabolism, but you do want to keep it between the 1 and 400 a day. It stimulates ketone production. It protects against diabetes. Now we have seen some studies where and I would say more so leaning towards the coffee bean caffeinated type of drinks, which would actually help type 2 diabetics, but will help to prevent those going into type 2 diabetes. But sometimes those who are already deemed type 2 diabetes, they have to be a little bit more careful, because it also can go the opposite direction and increase blood sugar. So you got to be mindful of that. If you've already been deemed to be a type 2 diabetic, then you definitely want to make sure that you are not overdoing the caffeine and really pay attention, because that could be hindering your success on the ketogenic lifestyle. Because at the end of the day, if your blood sugar is going up, that means that your insulin's up, which means that you're not going to be able to get into ketosis in the level that you want to get into. And it protects against the fatty liver. So these are some of the things. And granted, some of this is incorporated in coffee. Some of these pros are incorporated with coffee. So the cons with caffeine is that you lose your appetite. So one of the things that I notice is that people will do caffeine and they tend to lose their appetite, and then they're not eating real food. So be mindful of that if you're drinking caffeinated drinks, especially coffee, early in the morning, and you're not eating anything and you're not hungry, because some people are drinking 2 and 3 cups a day. So you're drinking 2 or 3 cups of coffee a day and you're not eating, then that's not conducive to you having success on the ketogenic lifestyle. And again, as I talked about, it can raise blood sugar. It can raise your blood pressure. It can be small increases in blood pressure. So you want to be mindful of that. Caffeine, or just the intake of that caffeine, can become habit forming. It can become habit forming to the point where you just can't seem to do or function without it. So it can become habit forming, and it may increase insulin, as we talked about, because of its in people who are insulin resistant. So you want to be mindful of that. Withdrawals. So we talk about that. Withdrawals, because if it's habit forming, then you might start to have withdrawals on those days that you don't have it, or if you don't have it for a period of time. It also can increase in anxiety and cortisol. So if it increases anxiety and increases cortisol, then that also means that when the cortisol goes up, that means that the insulin levels will go up as well. It can cause insomnia. So these are some of the things that you need to look out for when partaking in these keto energy drinks. But if you're going to take in the keto energy drinks, you definitely want to do the ones that don't have sucralose. Those are going to be the main ones that you want to stay away from, because just like the Alani drink, it has sucralose in it. And that's what you want to avoid. You want to avoid the sucralose. And I tell everyone that I coach, avoid sucralose at all costs. And last but not least, I have ketones. So there's so many people that are anti-ketones. I'm not anti-ketones. And the reason being is because I don't tell people that they're gonna help you lose weight. So when people are talking about ketones and they're saying that they're gonna help you lose weight, or they're gonna get you into ketosis in 1 hour, then I think that if you're using them for that reason, you're gonna be using them for the wrong reason. If your ketones are nothing more than a keto energy drink, they are a keto energy drink. So I see my man NFL edits. Make sure you get your 200 push-ups. All right. So yes, ketones are nothing more than the keto energy drink. And if you start looking at them as anything other than that, then you're probably going to have some difficulties. So those who don't know, I did a study or a project or research, whatever you want to call it, on ketones, where I basically took 9 different brands and tested my blood sugar and my ketone levels for every single one at least 4 times. So I did each ketone over and over and over again. The 2 that you can see pictured here were in the top 3. They were in the top 3 of the ones, and they were only $2 a serving. So you can't get a Xevia, you can't get a buy drink, you can't get any of those things for $2 a serving. And well, now the Xevia Energy, but a Xevia soda ain't gonna give you any of these other benefits. So here go the benefits of ketones. And what I talk about with ketones are: K is for keen mind, E is for energy, the T is for the taste. You just want some flavor. You just want something with some flavor. You can drink a ketone energy drink, because now you can get a little taste of something other than just water. So that was the T. The O is for offers blood sugar support. So you can honestly, I saw a decrease in my blood sugar on every brand. Of course, some brands more than others. If you want to see the actual results of the study, then you can just go to blog.ketocoache.com, and it's the first one there. So it's blog.ketocoache.com, and it's literally the first thing there. You'll see the whole report that I wrote up based off of these the ketones that I did. So O is offers blood sugar support. The N, needed appetite control. So you can drink these and help to control your appetite. But I do want to say this, that if you're drinking them 2 to 3, 4 times a day, then you may experience some weight gain. So you don't want to use them in a sense. I think that people, the way they've been marketed to us, people have taken them as like, oh, I'm going to drink these, I'm going to lose weight. If you're using them for that reason, that I'm going to lose weight, you're probably going to have some difficulties. I always tell everyone, you use them as a keto energy drink. So the N is needed appetite control. E is electrolytes. You're going to get electrolytes out of them. So if you need electrolytes, you drink them. And last but not least is S. It supports digestion. So it's to help supports digestion. I've experienced in the past of being able to drink those and having some great, some great bowel movements because of drinking the ketones. And it could be just because I was drinking more water. It could have been a few things, but you didn't hear me say anything about getting you into ketosis in an hour. But I will say when I tested my blood sugar, all of them pretty much increased my ketone levels within an hour. But within an hour and 30 minutes, they were almost all back to where they started. And you got to look at my report to get the exact details. But they were almost all where they started. So an individual had to drink ketones like every hour on the hour to keep their ketones up. So that whole get you into ketosis in an hour, they don't tell you that you're going to be out of ketosis in an hour and 30 minutes, right? So you're going to be out of ketosis 30 minutes later. And these are exogenous. So I always want to make sure that I educate about that because they have their place in the keto space. And I think even myself at one point wouldn't even touch them with a 10-foot pole because of the way they had been marketed to me. But now I am very open to them. And I found ones that are $2 per serving. They're not $7, $8 per serving. You can get them for $2 a serving. And like I said, you can't even get any flavored drink in the store for $2. So these are going to give you keen mind, energy, taste, blood sugar support, needed appetite control. All these things you're going to get for the same $2. So don't shun these because they do have a good space in the ketogenic place if you're not using them for the wrong reason. So last but not least, that was it. So on our keto energy drinks. So y'all definitely, if you're looking for some energy, these are some great sources. And I'll just reiterate the ugly drinks, the rowdy drink. So I'll reiterate this on the rowdy drink. On the rowdy drink, you have to make sure you get the one with the keto stamp. And I know that's some teaching that maybe you don't always get because sometimes, we kind of are leery of the keto stamp. But the rowdy drinks, if it doesn't have that keto stamp and it doesn't have that zero sugar, then it's not going to be one of their keto line of drinks because they do have a whole lot of other drinks that are not keto. So you want to be mindful of that. But they're very flavorful. The Jocko, you want to make sure you get the Jocko Go. And as always, make sure you're looking at the ingredients. Make sure you're getting the right product. And then you got the Xevia Energy. And then, of course, we have coffee and ketones, which are great sources of keto energy. So, yes. So y'all, thank y'all for jumping in here on the Facebook and YouTube side. Y'all stick around on TikTok and on Clubhouse. We're going to start the after party. So for those individuals on the Facebook and YouTube side, as we get ready to get out of here, y'all make sure y'all check out the link in my bio where you can get, so all the newbies, so on all platforms, all the newbies, y'all go to the link in my bio. You can download the Keto Kickstart Guide that I created for you guys. It's 100% free. You're going to get 100 keto swaps, 148 item shopping list, and 23 frequently asked questions that will help you get started. I always tell y'all to go to my YouTube channel. I have a playlist that says Keto Beginners Start Here. I did three classes, and then I updated the card manager class, but it was literally 3 classes and then a card manager update class where I basically tell you everything you need to know to get started with the ketogenic lifestyle in 3 videos, right? So y'all want to go there. So all the newbies, make sure y'all go download the Keto Kickstart Guide, and then make sure you go subscribe to the YouTube channel so that you can get those 3 videos. There's a playlist I created called Keto Beginners Start Here. And then y'all make sure after you've done that and you like the information, you feel like I'm sharing information that's going to help you, go to Amazon and take a look at my Keto Playbook. My Keto Playbook is on Amazon, and you can get that there. So y'all, I thank y'all, and I want to share this with y'all before we go. It's October. So I had my Keto versus Cancer shirts. So they did very well last October. And I always tell a story about how I have one of my former students who had cancer. We were able to give him some joy gifts last year around this time. So in October, all the shirts that I sell, I give some of the proceeds back to buying joy gifts for cancer patients. So it seems like people don't think about these shirts until October. So they're up all year round. The pink hoodie seems to be the most popular one. So y'all definitely check out the page. Go to ketocoache.com and then you can see these as well. The Keto versus Cancer t-shirts and hoodies. So y'all, I thank y'all on the YouTube and the Facebook side. And as always, all I ask y'all to do for me is have a great week. And I will see y'all all next Sunday for keto class. And y'all stay tuned for all of y'all on YouTube and Facebook. Y'all come on over to Clubhouse and or TikTok so that I can get started with the after party. All right, see y'all in the after party. So let's go and get these questions in, and I'm glad I'm here to answer.